the microphone. Oh.
Here, I'm ready.
The vending machine
Is it
nebrauks
on?
apkārt.
Jā.
Es tieši stāstīju, ka te būs vending machine, kas braukās apkārt un piedāvās uz
How do I look? Okay. So, today finishes course service design. And before I move on to what I did during the project, let's walk through this presentation's content. Basically, at the start I will talk about project, then a little bit of theory, how my journey went and how theory applied to it, next steps, and of course my reflections. But what is my project? During these 4 weeks, I worked with autonomous vending solution, where I was only one from the course in the team, but overall in the project about this idea, there are of course some more experienced guys. But what is auto vending? It is basically as simple as it says, autonomous self-driving vending machine that aims to enhance accessibility to everyday essentials and specialty items. Why even there's problem and need of this solution? Firstly, there are problems like unavailability of labor and rising costs. Basically, there are not enough salesperson that works for retailers to sell their goods, and it tends to rise costs for salesperson employment these days. And because of that, there's already a solution, vending machines. But of course, there's another two problems, seasonality of customers and mobility. For example, at summer, at sunny day, people are basically at the beach and catching the sun. But at days when there's raining or snowing outside, people mostly are indoors or somewhere in the city center. And that's why there's a need of something that can reach the places with highest demand, where people really need items and retailer products. This is our MVP. It was made a long time ago, actually, like 3 months ago already, and it can sell different retailer goods, foods and beverages, healthcare, like for example, it can be a pharmacy. Mobility pharmacy that moves around, and for offices and campuses it is possible to sell stationery and all other tech and other goods. And it works as simple as just go to it, choose what product do you want, write a number of the product's box, and you can get the product by just paying with your card. Easy and simple. But now more about the theory and service design. Basically service design consists of these 4 steps: discover or get more insights into the problem, then define or find the area to focus on. Then you already have the problem definition, and you can develop the potential solution to the problem you had. And after that, if that potential solution is the one you need, you just deliver it, get investment, and build the solution that works. And at the end, you have a solution that market needs. For an example, let's take software engineer, software app that you have in the phone. They discover there's a problem, and they try to define what is the problem, what customers don't like. After that, they can develop the potential solution, draw out some kind of app potential solutions, designs, and what could make that problem be solved, and delivering it and testing out to potential customers and in their workplace through their colleagues. But about my journey, let's walk through these 4 steps, but during my journey in this course. Firstly, discover. for discovery, I was trying to look where's the problem, what does this vending solves, what customers really need. And for that, at first I created service chain, to understand what the end customers does in different moments, and created the stakeholder map to see what kind of people and sites are involved in this whole process. But that just made me a little bit clearer about the idea and how it works. But then I tried to look at competitors, what already is there and what they're doing. And I found out that there are already existing vending machines, but they are more focused on delivery services to make them more efficient. But we are different. We are trying to help retailers to reach the highest demands in the places, to reach the places with the highest demand and help them sell more than they're doing at the moment with their stores or stationary vending machines. Then we come to define basically what is our focus, where should we focus on, and there's a hypothesis that retailers can get rapid raise on sales by reaching places with high demand. And the second one, a question, does autonomous vending machines solve the problem of enhanced accessibility to everyday essentials and specialty items and reaches customer needs? Basically, to put these two, the first hypothesis is about our customers. So we are selling the vending machines to other retailers, and with this hypothesis, we will be able to, if it agrees, then we know that our product could help retailers. And this question basically shows if the end customer who buys something from the vending machine is really interested in that product and if this product really helps them. Basically, we put all this in some kind of text block where we can see that the end customer basically needs something at some kind of place, somewhere, and in some kind of way to get that. Basically, here are a lot of hypotheses that is good for us to not be agreed on or be agreed on. Basically, for example, one hypothesis is a guy wants to buy snacks at the seaside during his beach day by delivering him those goods. For another example of hypothesis, someone wants water while he's at the park doing a sports event and by walking to this vending machine. Basically, there are a lot of hypotheses we can take out of this and see which ones really customers need. And we will test them by sales data and interviews and surveys. Basically, we will participate in Izgaismotā Liepāja this weekend to test this idea, and we will collect sales data with our app and where we can see what people buys, when he buys it, where he buys it, and how did he get it. Basically, did he delivered it or he just went to it, and what has his journey there. And interviews and surveys. We will have a huge QR code on our product, so everyone could just scan it and reach our social media accounts and do a little survey. And of course, interviews with those ones who tries to buy something and ask him about his experience. After that, we will of course analyze data and come to a conclusion, so we could develop our potential solution. What can it be? It can be anything. It could be a vending machine that sells ice cream during a beach day. It could be a vending machine that sells quality foods. It could be a promotional vending machine that promotes brands and sell the brand goods, water during exhibitions or huge events, maybe 24/7 vending that works as 24/7 store, or maybe even a pharmacy that works 24/7 and everyone could get healthcare things. But it depends on what customers really need, and we will test it out during Izgaismotā Liepāja. And after that, when we know that our potential solution will work, we will try to get investments and find the best financial supports by understanding needs, or it is how to reach a customer, or it is a product development or something other. So for next steps, now we are at the moment applied to participate in Izgaismotā Liepāja, and for our next steps, of course, conduct interviews and get a lot of survey answers to know what customers need. After that, analyze, come to conclusion what could be the potential solution to their problems, and get and test out this potential solution to get investments with more informed data that investors would like to invest in. One of those events will be 50 Founders Battle, which we applied for. We are still waiting for applications acceptance, so we could participate as one of 50 founders pitchers. And at the same time, we will look for incubators, accelerators, grants, VCs, investors, based on what kind of investments will we need. Another thing, we will participate in events to gain publicity. One of those is Red Bull. We hope to get a collaboration with them to maybe be the first one who have vending that drives down the soapbox race track. And at the same time, there's another goal, maybe try to sell it through our website. It is already possible by contacting us or renting it to get some initial investments for further development of the product. And my reflections about this course is that it seemed very similar to experiment by developing, but the problem during this course was that I'm not sure still if the idea is validated. And because this was service design, I was more focusing on idea testing, not trying to look what customers need different in the product's user's experience side. And yes, that's it. If someone wants to buy it, contact me.
I believe that this vending machine project is super valuable and needed and so on, but it's just a hypothesis. And here in this presentation, unfortunately, I didn't see that some kind of evidence that actually it's needed. And actually, what, as you said, what users need, because it's really hard to understand, do they really need that it moves, and why do they need? Maybe they need better to know that there is in some spot in the city, there is this vending machine with some drugs, like medicine, not drugs, but medicine in it. Yeah, this is something and I think you don't have to test it with this big machine in Liepāja, this big event, because it's not about only working in the events. It's actually, I think you are speaking about working every day. So I would suggest you to go dirty prototyping, dirty testing, go in the streets and just talk with people what they need and what they need, why they need, and then think about how actually this product could be used. Is there app? Is there, because it's definitely you cannot chase it through all the city and try to guess where it is at the moment. So it's question how actually it functions. What is the service behind the vending machine itself? Yes. So quite many questions after your presentation, not so many answers. But and also you little bit spent some time on some not needed information about some app. What you were about. What service design is. There was some example about app. I didn't understand why you use it. So yes, I'm sorry, I'm a bit critical here.
Yes. To comment on these things about dirty prototyping, I was a lot of thinking about the end customer and their needs, but every time I was trying to understand how to really test the idea, every time I came to a conclusion that our real customer is retailer. So we have to test and we need more interviews with retailers to understand what are their needs. Do they really need to?
But if there will be no end customer, then you won't sell it to retail.
You will have returned
Yes,
cards.
Yes.
All of
But
them will return them back to you if the clients will not buy from retailers.
True, and yes, okay, I'm just.
You will just
my
they
mind went
they
blank.
will test it, and that's about it, and you will
Yes.
have your device back basically. That's why it's really important what Ilse said, to go and figuring out. First of all, thinking about those who actually just buy stuff from vending machines, because not everyone buys.
Mm-hmm.
It's just some does that, and probably even less would be those who would buy from moving around vending machines, because there's still another additional psychological barriers to thinking, is the items in the sun okay or not, or is the cold has been influenced, how long the Snicker is being there in that window there in summer. So there's too many confusing questions around just kind of quality control even on what's in there. So it's kind of, but you said you have already made it, right?
Yes, the prototype is ready.
It's like this one, yeah?
And it drives with the controller.
Mm-hmm.
There's not built-in AI at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but that
All
is
right.
how we will test it during event.
Yeah, because you said it was built a long time ago, 3 months, and I was just 3 months is not a long time ago. that's just around the corner basically. Yes. And overall kind of presentation felt that you were kind of went in loops somewhere. Maybe that's because you put it all together in the last moment, because it kind of felt you are also confused what you're seeing on your slides in this case. So that could kind of reflect it back also this time in your presentation. Just consider for the next time. Yeah.
Yes.
Small
Thank you.
though, usually Ross is really scared when he's presenting, but this time, even though you finished it like 3 minutes before presenting, man, you're doing great. I like it.
Applause for all!